Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here, back with another episode of Seablock. Yes, had a week off. Things were pretty busy. We had a couple of holidays in a row here, and lots of stuff with the family. And then, of all things, I had a bout of vertigo. And I don't know if any of you have ever had that before, but it's just like something to do with your ear canals and the little crystals in there, and they go all a bit wonky. Basically, every time you move, you just feel like super nauseous. It's it's not as fun as it sounds. It's not that fun. But that's been my week, trying not to throw up. So let's make it a bit more exciting, and let's get into some factory. And I have no idea what the factory's doing. I've got vague recollections of us setting up this mineral sludge over in the old base. Yes, that's right. We got this over here up and running, and yeah, look, it's all going. We got a little bit of iron, and most importantly, a little bit of steel. That's very quickly being used. We've got the max amount. I think we did set these. I can't actually click on them to see, but I think we set these to only go if there's less than 1,000 iron in here, which is great. That is helping us because yes, we are chewing a lot of this, and we're chewing a lot of this because that's very interesting. I don't think we should have that as a pickup for green circuit, should we? Because we do have other green circuits being produced up here, and I would think they should be preferentially. Ooh, interesting. Okay, we need to get some charcoal to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to request. Do we have charcoal pellets in the network? I can't remember if we do. Let's check. Yes, we do. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that, and we are going to paste it over here. Get you some of those, and let's see if we got one of those in the network. What are we saying here? Yeah, apparently we do. Excellent. All right, so that should get built, and that'll keep that going again, which is holding this up. But that means that this then is going to be our source of green circuits. So let's turn this one over here off. When I say turn it off, I mean don't get bots picking up from it. Because that is, as you can see, it's actually slowing down our production. No, significantly might not be the right word, but it is stopping these getting passed straight through. Okay, so copper is our next problem. We've got serious lack of copper, which, I mean, not surprising. This is actually working, looks like at full capacity. Yep, these guys here are all pumping in there. So this is, yeah, actually both sides. Yeah, we've got 4 of each, and these ones are kind of just keeping up. But what have we got here? An ore sorting 3, yeah. It is the stereotype that's not keeping up. These are still crystallizer 1s. Do we have any crystallizer 2s on us? Crystallizers, 2s, they do require the old blue circuits. We would need 30 blue circuits, which I don't think we have anywhere near that amount, do we? We have approximately 0, because they are still getting used for science. Alright. I mean, there's some clear indication of what we need to do. We still need more materials. But also remember, that's right, we did some solar, didn't we? We did some big expansions on solar. At the end of the last episode, we put this in with a blueprint, didn't we? We got a blueprint? Yes, we do. I did add this roboport into the middle, rather than having these ones over the top, which don't actually reach all the way down to the bottom. If I look at this one here, you see it doesn't reach down here. Having one in the middle, even though it removes the space for one solar panel, it does make this infinitely repeatable. We could just copy and paste this whole thing and it would build itself. Not really interested in doing that now because, as I had a few comments, I think it was Eva, as as the correct pronunciation, I hope I got that correct, pointed out, we really should be using fuel oil. And I did have a quick check before this episode. We actually have some problems with our oil production, and believe it or not, it's not supply. Look at this. Look at this. We've got oodles of blue algae coming in. The problem is, as you can see here, we've actually got a full tank of crude. We're not using enough crude, and the reason is simple. We need more oil refineries. All right, so let's see what we need to build a oil refinery. Is that the right one? Petrochem seems about right. Oil refinery. Why do I even bother, really? Here we go. Gas refinery, advanced gas refinery, oil refinery 2. Yeah, we don't really want to do blue circuit, so let's build 2 of these, and they should actually basically build themselves. How do I not have pipe? I do have pipe. I have a different type of pipe. No, I'm not sure what happened there. So we'll put those 2 there in. We'll actually remove that one so it doesn't get built. Although there's honestly, whoops. There's no reason not to. No reason not to. We do have to. I see why. We're using the iron in the blueprint. Okay, that's okay. But let's hook all this up. Get all up. Yeah, that's okay. Last one coming in, and then once these finish building, oil refinery 2. No, what have I copied in there? Oil refinery 1s. Okay, well let's just pop down these oil refinery 2s, because that'll do the job even better, and hopefully we'll. Hopefully we definitely will start seeing a bit more fuel oil coming in. And this should go down, and then these should now all be operating. Kind of. What's your problem, buddy? Yeah, you are operating. Okay, so we're back operational. That will mean that our blue algae will quickly run out, and we'll kind of get back to a equilibrium. But in the very short term, we will be doing some wonderful work with fuel oil. Now, why do we want to do fuel oil? Well, we want to move away from naphtha. We want to move away from burning this, because this is only apparently only half as effective at megajoule wise. There we go. Fuel value, if we hover over the pipe there, 500 kilojoules, whereas we hover over here, the fuel value is 1 megajoule, and I don't think we have any fuel value for lubricant. It's not lubricant. Base mineral oil has no fuel value. Okay, so making the fuel oil is twice as useful. But what are we making? We're making way more naphtha here. Can we change this? Can we change this recipe? We change this recipe to get better fuel oil. Okay, this is something we do want to do. Let me just get into our crude. All right. So if we did basic crude, 100 crude gives us 30 fuel oil. What we're currently doing gives us only slightly less fuel oil, but way more naphtha. And then this would be ideal, wouldn't it, if we had the residual gas. So this needs 40 residual gas, and it makes 1 oil residuals. 1 oil residuals makes 10 residual gas. So that is actually not a sustainable way of getting it. But what else can we do to get residual gas? There are other outputs that we've got that are making residual gas. I just don't know if it's all that much. We can turn naphtha back into residual gas, apparently. There it is, synthetic gas, which would cover some of this, but we're not getting much naphtha from this at all. Alright. What are we doing here? This is the pump. The output for this is actually going... The output for this is actually going down this line. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. At one point, that's right, we were burning naphtha and fuel oil, and I wanted to even it out. We're not doing that anymore. Apparently, we're burning synthetic gas, synthesis gas of burning. We're turning into our wonderful solid fuels, which probably is okay, but maybe not the best. What we really want... Oh, look at this. This is actually all going now. Wow. I think that's the first time in a long time that we would have had that much output from... Is that the steam engines here? Yeah. That is 10 minutes, 1 hour. Yeah, we've had a massive jump just from that. Just from this, but we are slowly removing the amount of crude that we have available. So if we want to turn this naphtha into petrol rather than fuel, first thing we need to do is disconnect. Interesting. We're using an overflow, which is really nice. But instead of an overflow, wouldn't it be nicer if we had a circuit running up from here, carrying the volume of naphtha in it? That would be really good, wouldn't it? Let's do that. All right. If I put a red here, that's actually going to bridge across. Yeah, okay. We don't want to bridge across this, so I really need some green wire, don't I? Green wire. Let's get a bit of green wire. Yeah, we can make some. Might as well make it all. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that to there, and then that one to there, and then we can get our red wire and disconnect that, and we can disconnect that. So that should still be working. It still is working because we have more green than red. I mean, I'm just actually going to rip them out because now I think about it, they're not hooked up to the other end. So what am I even worried about? Well, there you go. All right. So we're going to put this here, and you know what? Just for the sake of everything, we'll put that in there. So now we have our fuel levels coming down to there. Let's continue this on down here. Alright, so if we get it to here, we now have our levels of fuel, and we can rip this stuff out and put in one of these that we can then connect up here and say, look, if we have naphtha is greater than, I don't know, 20,000. Let's not let it go to waste. That's 200,000. If naphtha is greater than 20,000, then you can burn it. Otherwise, don't burn it. Now, let's see what that does to our power production. We were doing 127 megawatts with all our engines burning, and we actually have a satisfaction requirement of 130. So this could be a bit of a problem now that they're all out of fuel. But we do have this surplus now of fuel oil. What I could do is we could say burn off a little bit of it, and then at this point here you can go to fuel oil, and that'll do this area here on naphtha. So that'll burn off our excess naphtha that we have, which we've got to make sure we're using it, otherwise it'll fill up and we'll run out of production. But now that we actually have that, we can now look at turning naphtha into plastic, which is it's an interesting process. So solid fuel, no. Butadiene, I don't think that's what we want. Propane, here we go. Red metal and naphtha and steam. That's actually really easy, but we need to do it in a steam cracker. Okay. And that makes 100 propane, which we then get 25 liquid plastic, which gives us 2.5 plastic bars. So if we were doing that every 2 seconds would be nice. That's a plastic bar a second. That's pretty okay. given the rest of our production is pretty low. What am I looking for here? Steam cracker. A 3 is blue, so we're not going to do that. So let's put 2 of these in, and that'll give us almost 1 a second. Pretty close. Okay, where are we gonna fit this in? I reckon we'll do it here. We'll just fill this in here, and we'll probably. Oh, hey guys, thank you. We should be able to get a couple of steam crackers in here. We've also got we've got access to water and fuel. What if I were to do something a little bit cheeky to get some steam? I think that's definitely what we'll do. We'll do something like that, and just no, we won't do it there, of course. We would have to do it there. Should do that, and then that across there, and then we can get a boiler. Geez, we haven't built a boiler in a long time, and we can't even build a boiler because we're out of stone. Is that right? Stone furnace. Do I not have any stone on me? Logistics. Search for some stone, please. Oops, crafting. Nope, that's not what I do. Don't search. Add in a new request for. Here we go. There we go. Alright, stone. Give me a. I don't know. I mean, I might as well have. Might as well have a full stack, but really we don't need a full stack. Let's just have 50 on us. That'll come to us at some point. I could have made an electric burner, but hey, we're doing what we're doing. All right, so steam cracker. Let's put it here and here, and then I guess we'll bring the propane over here. We're gonna try and work around this spaghetti that we've got with some pipes here, but I think we'll get around it. Okay, you are making propane from Naphtha. This one? No, that's not it. Naphtha into propane. Okay, we also need the red metal catalysts. Yep, we'll fix that one up. Okay, so our steam will go from there, and then our naphtha, which is over yonder, needs to come in on this top line, like so. There we go. That is connected. Excellent. All right. Let's get some piping going here. There. Do we have enough to make a boiler? Ah, we do. Wonderful. I mean, might as well make a boiler too. That's what I've requested. It'll auto build. I'm lazy like that. Let's not use a burner inserters. That's just not good for the environment. All right. We do need some power here. And now we are almost away. We do need the catalysts. So can we squeeze in? Can we squeeze in somewhere some catalysts? Can't do it up the top. Let's go to chemical plant over here. Okay, we can do it there. I don't know if that's. No, that's not where catalysts are made apparently. I thought they were. My bad. Catalysts are made just in an assembler. Aha. And it's just iron and copper for this one, which is nice. So you'll see I also have assembly machine 3s. I've converted over to them because if we go over here to our little area, we're actually making assembly machine 2s. Apparently not a whole many of them, but we're not making the 3s. So sorry, we're making 3s. We're not making the 4s because they're just too expensive. Too much red circuits required for that. We've also got, as you can see, our boxes are actually running now. We've got some power poles. We've got a few things for expansion, but we'll keep going, won't we? Red metal catalysts. So these will produce catalysts as well. So we need a box to produce catalysts, and I'm going to put in a box here for the full catalysts for reasons. How many are you making? You would need 10 catalysts every 2 seconds. We don't need that many. I don't think I think we can get away with regular inserters. Okay, so this one here is where we need the output to go. So the output for this one needs to go 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3, and 1 across. There we go. And likewise for you, you need to go kind of over there-ish and pick up from there. Is that right? It is. Okay, and then we need to output. We need to output some of these, and we can upgrade that to get that power. So you would pick up from there and drop off up there, and then no, sorry, buddy. Oh yeah, that's right. And you're picking up from there and dropping off there. So once we actually have some regular catalyst frames, catalyst frame? Carrier. I think they're called carriers, aren't they? There we go, yep. 40, let's make 20. They do need 10 in here, so we probably should actually make the whole 40, shouldn't we? That's right, they make, stop. I forgot, they make 10 at the same time. So if we pop those in there, and then we need a requester chest, which will plop right there. And you will grab from that requester chest, and you will request those things, not those things. Surprised we actually have frames available. Apparently we're getting some frames on our way in, but there is a bit of that. You, of course, I've stuffed up. There we go. Copper, and we should have some of that on the way as well, and that will get this whole thing going. And then we'll have propane, and then propane turns into plastic. I'm sure that's in a chemical plant. Surely. Propane into liquid plastic in, yeah, chem plants. Chem plants at, I think we have 2s, we could do that in 0.8, or if we use a liquefier too, we also get 0.8. I wonder what's cheaper. Look, just for the sake of it, let's see what's cheaper. Chem plant 2 or 3. Chem plant 2 is 20 steel, 20 iron, 6 circuits. Liquefier 2 is 12 steel. Yeah, it's got more stone requirements. So actually got less steel, which I'm okay with. I'm gonna make one. And assuming that the same ratio holds true, we could probably go with a liquefier 3, but let's have a look at our ratios here. This is outputting. These are outputting 100 propane every 4 seconds, 25 a second, with a crafting speed of 1.5. So that's 50. That's 75 a second. Is that right? That doesn't sound right. Yeah, 25 a second, so 50 a second. Yeah, 75 a second from these if they get enough naphtha. 75 a second, and our propane. This requires 20 a second. We've got a liquefier 3, which has a crafting speed of 3, so that would do 60 a second. So we do need 2 liquefiers. 2, or I guess 1 liquefier 3 will probably do the trick. Because we don't need this running at full capacity, do we? So we'll burn that liquefier 2 and upgrade it to a liquefier 3. Liquefier 4 requires blue circuits, so there's no way in hell we're doing that. And you can just go there, and then we'll hook this up like so, there and there, and you are making liquid plastic, and then the liquid plastic is turned into regular plastic in just the good old-fashioned assembler. Alright, we'll do that, and you are making plastic from liquid plastic, like so, and then let's get you in a box, and away we go. Alright, there is a nice little source of plastic that will use up our naphtha. Yeah, there we go. Alright, how much naphtha? Yeah, we got 18k, we're almost at the 20k mark. Which will start burning it, and our fuel is likewise Well, our fuel oil now is very, very low, which is a danger. We're probably running out of power, aren't we? Probably running out of power. Yeah, our accumulators are running. As you can see, this is where we peaked with all our oil burning, and this is where we're at now, which is significantly less. So what we want to do is double check our crude levels here. We're actually still making more crude than we're using. Is that because we're... No, we're definitely using up all of the outputs, aren't we? Alright, we can put in... this one's not working, that's why. Because we're out of those power poles, yep. That's fine, we'll make another oil refinery if we can. Apparently we can't because we're missing something. Steel, we're missing green circuits, alright. Let's finish this episode with this upgrade. Now, next, what I want to do is increase our fuel oil output with farming, which was the kind of the area where Ivar pointed me towards in his comments in the previous or the episode before that, which is yes, farming is a sort of a. I mean, we've got a little bit of farming going down here, and as you can see, it is basically a just converting power into farms. It's not the quickest process, but we do have a whole sort of area backed up here, ready to go, and we are making nutrient pulp, I believe. Is this nutrient pulp? Yeah, this is nutrient pulp. We don't have it in a. Oh yeah, we do. We are here turning it into fuel oil. Look at that. We're already doing it. I'm way ahead of myself. So we can expand this. We can expand this. I mean, by the looks of this, yes, we can certainly up this. Is this an output? No, that's an input because this needs the seeds. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. This is the loop. We need to turn this stuff into seeds to refeed this, and then the excess goes in here. Yeah, okay, I'm with it. It's been a long time since I've looked at farming, but there we are. Now we have the green circuits anyway. We should be able to make our oil refinery too. There we go. And we'll plop that one there. Nope, let's copy that and paste it there. And we'll. I normally run overtime, so running 2 minutes a little bit shorter is probably okay. Why did that not place? I'm not sure. But we now have you going. And everything is operational. Everything is operational. All right, what are you doing? You're doing the oil residuals. Yep. And turning it into our good friend residual gas, which we are then turning into synthetic gas and burning that off into fuel. That's right. Okay. So, after all that, we are still maxing out our crude. I think this is just a really slow process, isn't it? Why have these only got 180? What's going on here? Are these a different recipe? They are. Ah, okay. There we go. That will change things. Actually, changes them quite a bit. We may have to rearrange this. Yep. Yes, we do. All right. Let's rip this out. Said I was going to finish early, but you know. Never happens, does it? Never happens. Alright. So what we need to do is we just need to copy that over here, and over here. Interestingly, that would have been producing more fuel oil. Do we leave some? Do I leave some? No. Surely we need the most efficient. We need the most efficient method. And then we'll continue that this way, but then we'll run all of these into that direction. There we go. All right. And you can go to that one as well. Is that going to work? That is not going to work, is it? Unless I do that. There we go. All right. Now we'll be operational. Are you keeping up? You keeping up? You guys keeping up? I think they are. 3 might be too many. I haven't really done the math on that one, but doesn't look like it's backing up. This one actually is, but it's got less, so it should be better than that one. All right, perfect. We will leave it there. We should now be using it. 144, slowly tipping down. 143. We are fully utilizing this, fully-ish utilizing this. Steam is a problem. Okay. We can fix that. Fluid burning boiler. You've got all the water you need. We'll throw down another fluid burning boiler. There we go. We can make another one, and guess we'll. I don't know. We can't pop it there. Or can we? Yeah, we can. Surely we can. Yeah, I think we can if we just do that. We'll sneak that one in like that and like that. Alright, so now how are we doing for steam? Steam. It's still not filling up. Where are we using this steam? It's only down here. Interesting, that must be using a lot of steam. That is using 100 every 5 seconds. That's 20 a second with a crafting speed of almost 2-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is, that's 7 with the crafting speed, so 7 times 20 is 140 steam a second, and each of these is outputting 90. So 2 of them should have covered it. It's interesting. All right, we should be seeing it back up there. No, yeah, we are seeing it back up now. That's fine. As long as these are working at full capacity and all of our blue algae is getting used up, we are happy campers. Yep, look at that. Crude is disappearing. Now that we've got all these operational, and our naphtha is at 20k, our fuel oil is starting to pick up. We are burning this now that we're over 20k, and these other ones not enough. So yes, next episode we will be trying to expand on the fuel oil and sorting out our power. While all this has been going, of course, we are building up materials elsewhere. And our science, well, I mean, it's not doing fantastic things, and mainly because of this little blue circuits here. That is our. It is a problem. It is definitely a problem. This is where it's requesting it, and it's just getting none. It's got everything else it needs, except for blue circuits. And look, blue circuits. What are you missing? You're missing red circuits. Well, kind of. But I think that's just it. It's just red circuits, and what's red circuits missing? Red circuits is missing green circuits. Yeah, pretty much. We do have 200. Why was that less than 200? Oh, it must be the arm here. Yeah, there we go. It picks up a bunch, goes down. There we go. All right. And that'll just kick along. That'll get to blue circuits eventually, because the other science is backed up. We can probably turn that off, to be honest. That's probably enough purple and blue science to finish. You know what? I'm gonna risk that. And we're gonna say make no more. That'll be quick to build. More compared to yellow, so if we can make sure that we are filtering all this stuff into yellow, we'll be great. And there we are. Now we're a couple minutes over time, so everything is right with the world. And of course, as always, want to make a massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. And we're just going to keep kicking along. We're going to sort out power, and then we're going to get back onto production and start looking at. I mean. We can't look at rocket control units until we fix up blue circuits, blue chips. It's as simple as that, because we need blue chips to make whatever the next level chips are, advanced components. I can't remember what they're called, but we need blue chips, and we just don't have blue chips. So that is our target in the short to mid-term. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.